This is one of the fastest growing neighborhoods in the city of Freeport, right here in the panhandle of Florida. We're here at Natureview, and if you remember, we did a video in the past when it was just raw dirt versus the single family homes, the model homes, and the amenity centers that we see today. So the point of this video is to catch you up to speed on everything that's going right here at Natureview. So what's really changed since our last video and visit is overall confidence. Before, you were looking at site plans and maybe a framed wall here or there, but now you can actually walk through fully finished and furnished model homes from both builders, with DSLD and Holiday Builders as the premier builders in this community. In my opinion, that makes all the difference. Photos and floor plans might show you dimensions, but actually standing in these different spaces, when you feel the ceiling height, the natural light, and the flow from the kitchen into the living area, I think that's what really gives buyers a peace of mind in the current market environment that we're seeing. For example, DSLD's model home highlight their range from smaller, efficient 3-bedroom layouts under 1,600 square feet, all the way to their expansive 4-bedroom homes over 3,000 square feet. Holiday Builders now has their Natureview Model Center open, which means you don't have to rely on a windswept model anymore, and you can see finishes and layout exactly as they'll look right here in Natureview. The bottom line is this: when we're looking at new construction communities like Natureview, is that having model homes on the ground eliminates uncertainty. Buyers can visualize how they'll actually live here, which makes writing an offer feel less like a leap of faith and more like a smart, confident decision. And as a real estate agent, that's my #1 goal, and I hope we can do that for you. So at this point, while we're shooting this, we actually have 2 properties under contract here at Natureview, and they're very different. The first option is a semi-custom build, in which we picked the lot, paid the lot premium, picked the floor plan that can go on that specific lot, and then picked all the finishings as a semi-custom experience, starting from raw dirt all the way to a finished product. The second one that we have under contract was actually a spec build built by DSLD. We found it right during the framing process with the right finishings and the right incentives, enough for this young family to pull the trigger on a beautiful home that we're actually closing on in about 2 weeks. So it actually gave them the opportunity to walk into a ready home compared to a semi-custom build. So this really depends on what works best for you and your family. If you want something that feels more semi-custom to where it can feel like your own home compared to a spec build, you definitely have the opportunity to do that with both Holiday Builders and DSLD Builders, the 2 premier builders in this community. But also, if you want something sooner rather than later, and also some amazing incentives that the builders are gonna want to unload some of this inventory, you really have the opportunity, especially right now when you see raw dirt, single family home. There's a lot of improvements needed in the community to take it to the next level, but there's also a ton of momentum as well. And once you step out of the model homes and into the amenities center, it reinforces that same confidence, because you're not just buying a floor plan, you're buying into a lifestyle that you can experience right now. That actually illustrates one of the main reasons I love Natureview, because it's built out and developed by the J. Odom Group, which is known for putting the amenity centers first so people can get an idea of that lifestyle. The clubhouse isn't just like a typical gathering spaces that we see in other communities here in Freeport. It's actually a full lifestyle hub with a gym, a rec area, lounge spaces, and even pool tables. Outside, you've got a resort-style zero-entry pool, oversized pool deck, outdoor TVs, and covered porches that feel like an extension of your own backyard. Once you add in the outdoor kitchen cabana with grills, the fire pit, the basketball court that just had their 2 hoops installed, and the recently completed 4 pickleball courts, this place already feels like a small resort. For nature lovers, the 1.3-mile nature trail winding through live oaks and pocket parks ties the community back to its name, Natureview. And this isn't just planned anymore. It's real, it's open, and it's ready for residents to enjoy today. And here's what I think all this means for buyers right now. Freeport is exploding with demand, but a lot of communities still feel like construction zones. Natureview now has a big advantage because buyers can actually experience finished homes and amenities. That makes it much easier to picture themselves living here. Compared to nearby South Walton, the price point is still highly attractive. You're about 12 miles from the beaches of 38, but with far more space and affordability. But what happens next from a real estate perspective surrounding Natureview? One of my favorite parts about being a real estate agent is looking at development and how that directly impacts property values. With 793 planned home sites, Natureview is going to be a massive driver in the Freeport market. I'm already seeing buyers who want the quote-unquote next Hammock Bay vibe, but with newer amenities and fresh inventory. And with the corridor east of 331 starting to grow, I fully expect new commercial and retail to follow, meaning Natureview residents will get more conveniences close by. I truly believe that this area will look completely different in 3 to 5 years, and if you want first mover advantage, the window is right now. Again, the biggest advantage here is overall confidence. You don't have to imagine what the home or lifestyle will feel like anymore. You can walk through it today, and with specs available now, the timing couldn't be better. With all this raw dirt that you can see behind me means a ton of opportunities coming right here to Natureview. The incentives, the price point, everything makes it a very intriguing opportunity. Being developed by Jay Odom, the Hammock Bay developer. There's so much opportunity right now in Natureview. If you'd like a private tour, if you want to check out any of these model homes or floor plans, make sure you use the information below. Get in touch with me. Can't wait to see you here in Freeport soon.